In this video, we're going to look at a section of Derbyshire Railway that runs from Matlock to just outside the town of Bakewell. The section between Matlock to Rowsley is a heritage railway, and after that the tracks disappear, but some evidence of the former railway exists. The line was opened by the Manchester, Buxton, Matlock and Midland Junction Railway, or the MBM and MJR for short. It ran from a junction with the North Midland Railway at Ambergate, with the Act for the line being passed in 1846. The plan was to get to Manchester via Buxton, and by 1849 it had reached as far as Rowsley. This is as far as the line got for a number of years due to the company having financial difficulties. The side of Matlock station I'm now stood on is still connected to the existing railway and is a terminus for trains coming in on the main line from Ambergate. The other side is the end of Peak Rail Heritage Line that runs for 4 miles. The station buildings on that side were demolished when the line past Matlock was shut in the 1960s. The station, when it was first opened, was known as Matlock Bridge and saw 6 trains a day in both directions. This station is Darley Dale, which until 1890 was just called Darley, and it's the next station past Matlock. The original station was a little further south on the other side of the level crossing. In 1852, the railway leased the line to Midland Railway and the London North Western Railway for a period of 19 years. Midland Railway had been one of the backers of the company in the first place, with their headquarters in Derby, and they wanted a line that could take them from London to Manchester without using other companies such as the LNWR, who already had a line from London to Manchester. In the late 1850s, independent groups made proposals to extend the line, so Midland Railway, realising the chance of missing out, put in a proposal to extend the line from Rowsley to Buxton. The LNWR petitioned unsuccessfully against the bill. The line had faced opposition before when it was first proposed, because it needed to pass through either the Duke of Rutland's Haddon estate or the Duke of Devonshire's Chatsworth estate. Rutland was opposed to any new railway passing through his land, but Devonshire was more enthusiastic, subscribing money to the project. He did, of course, have some terms. First, the train must cross his estate via a tunnel, and there should be a station at either end at Rowsley and Baslow. That way he could ride the train without ever going through the tunnel. When the lease was up in 1871, Midland Railway acquired the whole line, and Darley Dale was rebuilt in its current position in 1873 and was erected by Joseph Glossop. And there's the man shutting the level crossing now. This is Rowsley South, which wasn't actually a station until 1997 when it was opened by Peak Rail. The site was used as a goods sidings and small depot for locomotives. The depot was enlarged in 1878, and at the end of 1922, Midland Railway contracted for a much larger one. But a few months later, the company was bought by the London, Midland and South Railway, who completed the work. Once it was decided that the line was going to pass through the Chatsworth estate, they built a station at Rowsley, just outside of it. But when it finally came to extending the line, the Duke of Rutland changed his mind. Realising the prosperity it could bring to the town of Bakewell, and no doubt thinking about the compensation for his land. Midland Railway then extended the line, using a tunnel to pass through his estate, which meant they had to build another station across from the other to bring it into line. The second station has completely gone, but the original station survives, and we shall look at that next. And the train is just pulling into the station. This is where the tracks end, but it is hoped that Peak Rail will be able to extend the line a bit further in the future. This is the first station at Rowsley, designed by Joseph Paxton. The station brought in visitors to see the Chatsworth estate, sometimes hundreds of people at a time. The site became known as the Old Yard and became a goods depot once the new station was opened, and today it sits inside a retail outlet known as Peak Village. And this is all that can be seen of the Haddon Tunnel now. It's obviously blocked up and looks like it's flooded with water as well.